Hello everybody. It's a little bit late, but I felt like recording a video about learning to love Pikmin 2. Now, as you guys probably know, I'm a Pikmin fan. Yeah. But it might surprise you guys to know that I haven't really played Pikmin 2 at all. Pikmin 2 is such a frustrating game because it's simultaneously like this great work of art in so many ways, but it's also very frustrating and difficult to get into. Like, with Pikmin 2, they up the ante on the difficulty tenfold with these caves that they're wild. I'll say that. There are so many things that can happen. The thing with the caves is that they're normally in Pikmin you're going through the days and they're timed, and that's the obstacle. But in the caves you're not timed, but you can't replenish your Pikmin supply, so it becomes more of a survival kind of thing. And that'd be fine if it wasn't so like difficult and there weren't so many traps and all this other stuff. It feels very stressful. Less than I remember hearing that Pikmin 1 is about tension and Pikmin 2 is more about stress, or I guess dealing with. I don't know, maybe that's not an analogy, it's just like an observation, I guess. But I feel like before now, I've not been equipped to play Pikmin 2. I just can't. Like, I'd always, like, the dungeons would take forever and I'd lose and it'd be sad. But I think I've finally played Pikmin enough to be able to play through the Pikmin 2 caves and actually get something out of them. And the game has really opened up, I guess. It's definitely still my least favorite Pikmin game, but I've always respected it because it's beautiful. Like, the official art with the clay models are astounding. The Piclopedia is amazing. All these little details, all these little visual touches. It's staggering how they got that much done on like little GameCube game. It's very charming. Like, what game has a manual this beautiful? Like, there are not that many others. Oh my god, it's so colorful. There's original art in it. It's just, this game, you can tell, it's just every part of it is just quality. But, I don't know. This is one of the only times I feel like Nintendo sacrificed accessibility to the mainstream to please a very niche audience. And I don't know if it didn't really pay off in the long run, but that niche audience adores Pikmin 2. Even though to most normal people it'd probably be the least favorite, when it comes to Pikmin fans, it's still one of the top games for most Pikmin fans. Because it just plays to a very specific niche of Pikmin fans that just want a tough as nails experience. It's almost like the Super Mario Brothers The Lost Levels of Pikmin, where I'm sure the people that I don't know, like, they said that for Lost Levels, they said they wanted to make the game harder because they wanted to challenge players who already knew what to expect. But I feel like Pikmin 2 is the same way, and being a Miyamoto game, I kind of get how he approached that in that way. Because Miyamoto he doesn't really get to work on sequels that much outside of Mario. He got to do the Zelda franchise, but he really only got to do, like, the first game, Zelda Link to the Past, and Ocarina of Time, and then he was kind of out. I don't know, Miyamoto has a shaky history, but Pikmin, he's always been there. He's always been there for Pikmin. And that's the philosophy. Like, playing the game, it's just interesting because the ground segment outside the caves is exactly like the other Pikmin games. It's a little bit simpler, I'd say. I feel like I'm not solving as many puzzles as I was in Pikmin 1. It's more just like, I don't know, just getting stuff done. I don't know, there's a little element to it. It's almost like a weird hub world for these caves. Like, I don't know. And the layouts are, I think, either exactly the same as Pikmin 1 or a little bit different of the worlds. I love how they're based on the seasons. That's really cool. Yeah, playing the game, just the caves, when you're able to beat them or like when you don't just get like destroyed by the caves. If you know how to deal with them, it can actually be a good deal of fun. Getting to that point was a little bit arduous, but I feel like, yeah, I've gotten there, I guess. I don't know if the caves get like they get way harder, but like, do they get like way harder? Like, the Citadel, I just did the Citadel of Spiders. There was the one with the bread bugs. Oh my god. The bread bugs are so amazing. I love them so much. Like, the sound they make the sound of like, I don't know, like an old lady. You're like, I can't make the sound. It's too late. I'm too tired, but they make the best sound. I love bread bugs so much. There's the cool spider enemies. I didn't know those existed. And the boss, that spider boss, was very tense, but it was also cool. I don't know, just like, I've gotten used to how the game works, you know? Like, if you go into every situation with every Pikmin, you have to be very cautious. And I guess I'm naturally like that. I always try to conserve the resources, make sure that, you know, I don't get fucked. But, I don't know, they expect you to do that, I guess. I don't know, Pikmin 2, I've only gotten like 60% of the debt paid, which I've heard is only like halfway, like not even halfway. Like when you get 100% of the debt, it's like around halfway through the game, but I'm enjoying it. This game is so beautiful. I don't know why I recorded this. I'm too tired to make any real points.